It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Newell. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because you guys don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that being said, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so The Real Housewives of New Jersey season 11 has aired. It came in, and it came in hot, meaning there was absolutely no disappointment, except for the fact that Teresa Giudice's actions were just sort of despicable. I mean, that's a little aggressive, but at the same time, they weren't fantastic. Anyways, season 11 premiered, and it was intense. Episode 2 didn't disappoint either. Apparently, there is a lot going on this season, a lot of alleged infidelities, a lot of arguments, fighting, screaming. What's new? It's The Real Housewives of New Jersey. However, some of the fingers being pointed, it seems like there's 4 fingers pointing right back. Teresa Giudice would be one of them, but Melissa Gorga is in question now. Now, we know that in the trailer, the teaser trailer that we got for The Real Housewives of New Jersey and for next week's episode, well, yeah, technically today's Sunday, so Monday. Next week's episode, episode 3, we know that Melissa Gorga was supposedly speaking with the owner of a restaurant. Now, if she was texting with the owner of said restaurant and she has her husband at home, Joe Gorga, that would obviously be a problem. Joe Gorga is known for a lot of things. He's wise, he's built like a brick house, and he's also a little hot-headed. He's not going to let anybody walk in and just speak to his wife and get away with it. Really, it's not going to happen. However, Teresa, just like she came running to everybody about Jackie Goldschneider's marriage to her husband and him allegedly messing around at the gym, she went and took this information right back to Joey Gorga. She called Joey Gorga, letting him know, well, at least this is what we got in the teaser, that, hey, your wife has been texting with the owner of this restaurant all day. She's over there in the corner all giddy, laughing, smiling, and just on her phone. So what does that mean? We see in the episode where Joey gets all upset, and most fans want to know, Bravo fans, super fans, fans all over the place just want to know, is this real or is this a storyline? Because we get so many storylines at this point, and it seems like there are so many pre-produced moments. For example, Teresa Giudice running around Jackie Goldschneider's husband's party and telling everybody that he hooks up with people at the gym, or at least that's what she's heard. That felt a little pre-produced, right? But for this, we don't know yet. Bravo's great with leaving us on a cliffhanger note, and this would be one of those times. However, I wanted to get to the point that Melissa Gorga has recently spoken out about her marriage and how it was filming this past season and what the future looks like. This is kind of intense. Now, guys, you have to remember that Melissa Gorga has been with Joe most of her adult life since she was 24 years old. In Joe's perfect world, Melissa would be staying at home, cooking, cleaning, being an amazing wife and mother, and there every time he wanted to have time with her. Let's just say that. We won't get like weird about it. But she would be there, right? Now she is this businesswoman. She has a successful boutique. She's one of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, which is very demanding on your time. Not only does she have to film for 4 to 6 months, Real Housewives, she then after that has to do appearances. She has to do press. She has to do promos. She has to do brand ambassador work, whether that's social media, whether it's attending events for NBC Universal. This woman is busy. She's a housewife. Being a housewife doesn't mean we just watch them on TV. There are a few cameras following them around a couple hours out of the day, and then boom, we have a TV show. No, there's so much more that goes into it than that. That's why they get paid the big bucks. Mind you, some of these women get paid over $2 million a season, which is insane. Now, getting back to Melissa Gorga and her husband, what's going on, she did come out and say, listen, it's not easy. We're struggling. She said, I'm not sitting here telling you that we're like moving out of the house or she's moving out of the house today, but we're struggling. She also said in another interview that this was one of her hardest seasons ever to film. That's because normally when we see her, when we see the family, we see them all together, and it kind of portrays this perfect family image They look like the perfect couple. They're a great looking couple. They have 3 kids, big, beautiful mansion. It seems like they have everything together. And that's what we've been seeing for the past few years. Now, this season, we're supposed to be seeing a little bit of a more tumultuous relationship, things happening behind the scenes, and just a little bit more tension. However, she's not the only one who has issues in her relationship, allegedly. Now, we know that Melissa Gorga is getting way too busy for Joe, but another busy woman that's a part of the Real Housewives of New Jersey franchise, who could that be? Teresa Giudice, obviously. Teresa Giudice has sparked a lot of rumors this past year because she's been dating. She has a new boyfriend named Louis Ruelas, and now people are pointing fingers at him, saying that he could be cheating. What? You can't even make this stuff up. Or maybe somebody is making this stuff up, just like Teresa kind of made that up about Jackie Goldschneider's husband. And that's exactly why we are right back where we were on the premiere episode, except with a different party. Do you get this? This is kind of hard to follow. Actually, maybe it's just the fans trying to mess with Teresa the same way that Teresa messed with Jackie. One of the fans wrote on Teresa's Instagram saying, "I heard your man flirts with girls at the gym." Teresa replied, "Good for him, except he doesn't go to the gym." So even though there's no real hard proof here, proving that Louis Ruelas could be a cheater, Louis and Teresa did just buy a house together. Honestly, there's just as much proof here with this one fan making this one baseless statement on her Instagram than as there was with Jackie Goldschneider's husband and the statement that Teresa made. There's just the same amount of evidence. Do you see what I'm saying? So obviously that probably doesn't feel great, and the fans are trying to give it right back to her. Now, before we wrap up this video, I do want to point out a couple other things. As soon as the premiere came out, obviously Jackie used this analogy that had something to do with Teresa's daughter and using illegal narcotics. And she did say, it is an analogy. I'm not accusing Gia Giudice of using anything, or I'm just giving you an analogy. But the analogy was inappropriate, and it was using somebody else's name for their own selfish purpose, right? Let's just say that. When Teresa reacted to that analogy, she probably called Jackie the C word 15 times, got up. She looked like she was going to throw something at her. She was mad, right? And she walked away. She left Margaret Joseph's house screaming, ranting, and just saying, "I'm done." Jackie sat right there and she's like, "I was just trying to give an analogy." But from there, she decided, "Hey, listen, I'm not going to go on the girls' trip. We're going to keep it separate." When Teresa found out that she wasn't going on the girls' trip, Teresa was like, "Good, I was going to rip her apart. I was going to slice her. I was going to make her my B word," and going on and on. But Jackie tweeted and she's like, "It's funny that when we're sitting down face to face, you don't say any of this. And then all of a sudden, when you're not in my face, you're going to slice me. You're going to rip me apart." Questionable. And speaking of Gia Giudice, she came out and I think it was a mature statement. She had a pretty mature statement. She said, "Hey, listen, if you sign up for a show like The Real Housewives, you're signing up for this sort of chaotic attention. You're 9 times out of 10 going to be accused of infidelity. You're going to be accused of inappropriate relationships. People are going to dig into your past. Everyone wants to know what you have going on and what's happening behind the scenes. That's a part of it. It's a part of the contract you signed up for. Not saying that it's right, but at the end of the day, you did sign up for it. You took the contract, and that is what it is." However, enough about that. I want to get back to the main point. Melissa Gorga and Joe Gorga. Do you think that they'll be able to repair this marriage? Do you think they'll be able to keep it on stronger than ever, especially for their 3 kids, keeping it a tight family? Or will this be another case of the housewives just ruining a marriage? I'm sure we all can understand that it can't be easy putting your family in the spotlight, but that's what they did. And with that comes the scrutiny. Can the Gorgas handle the scrutiny? You let me know. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and comment your thoughts below. Of course, I always read them and I'm interested. And don't forget, this upcoming Thursday, we will be recapping the Real Housewives of New Jersey with a huge Real Housewives of New Jersey superfan. Last week, we talked over an hour, and I felt like we could have went for 3. Emily D. Baker. Emily D. Baker comes on here, comes on her YouTube channel, has almost 100,000 subscribers, and talks law. legal jargon, celebrity lawsuits, everything across the board, and she's fantastic. She's come on my show before just to break down some of the Girardi cases, but we found out that she's a huge New Jersey super fan. So with that, we've invited her once now, and she was amazing. She loved it, and hopefully we can steal her back this upcoming week. If you guys want her back, comment below and say, Emily D. Baker, come back to the show. And with that, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. See you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.